friends, welcome back to Moments That Matter with the Purcells. So this fall, I am leveling up my life by finally decluttering the 6 daily drop zones in my home that drive me crazy. And you can do this too. This is a brand new 2-part series where yes, I said we are tackling decluttering those spaces together. These 6 spaces have been driving me nuts for weeks, and I am finally ready to do something about them. So clearing out the places we use every single day isn't just about tidying, it's about creating a fresh start and a clear mind and making more room for the moments that matter most. It's really gross that I found that rotator in there. I'm not well over it. It is a new month, a new season, and time for a fresh start. So, hi everyone, I'm Megan Purcell, and welcome to Moments That Matter with the Purcells. Around here, we focus on family fun, everyday family life, all while creating space for the moments that matter most. In today's video, we are doing some realistic decluttering, simple organization, and a fresh start you can actually get done in 2 hours or less. I actually had to film this over 2 days because life happened. Ben got sick, which meant he couldn't help with the boys like he normally does. But even in the middle of that, I still made time to declutter. And honestly, with everything going on in my life and in the world today, tackling these spaces really helped me feel calmer. These are the areas I see every single day, and they've been haunting me every time I've looked at them. So if you're ready to feel calmer in your home and in your mind this fall, you're in the right place. Okay, this pantry has been haunting me. Every time I open it, it feels like a clutter avalanche waiting to happen. And honestly, I've been putting this off for way too long. But today's the day, and I'm finally tackling it. Step 1 for me is always pulling everything out. Level by level. It looks worse before it looks better, but it's the only way to really see what you've got. And oh my goodness, the number of expired items I found was embarrassing. Like 2022 embarrassing. If you ever feel like your pantry is a black hole for random snacks, trust me, you're not alone. Once everything's out, I like to do a quick sort. Expired food obviously goes in the trash. Unopened extras get set aside for donation, and the rest I group by category. That way, when it all goes back in, I can actually see what I have instead of rebuying things I already own, which I do all the time because this thing stays cluttered if I'm not on top of it. So yes, organizing is key. Now for the fun part, putting it all back in. I like to keep snacks at eye level where the kids can grab them, and heavier items like cans on the bottom. Bins are also a lifesaver here. They make it easy to pull out a whole category at once instead of digging around. I also use some clear containers for things like cereals and crackers, and it just really helps it to look nice, but more importantly, it helps me to see where we're running low on things. And here's a little tip: if your pantry gets chaotic fast, don't overcomplicate it. Simple categories are better than super specific ones. Think like breakfast, snacks, and dinner sides instead of 10 tiny bins you'll never be able to keep up with. And here it is, so much better. Instead of dreading opening this pantry, I actually feel calm when I look at it now. It's amazing how taking just 40 minutes, yes, this one did take me 40 minutes, to reset this space made such a difference. One drop zone and it already feels like a fresh start. Drop zone number 2, our kitchen island. It is basically the catch-all in our house. If we don't know where to put something, it ends up here. Mail, snacks, or random toys, you name it. And honestly, it drives me crazy. The first step is clearing it all off, and that always feels overwhelming because it looks like so much, but once you start sorting it, it really just is a little bit of everything. Like there's trash, there was papers to file, things that belong in other rooms. I try to just make those quick decisions here so it doesn't drag on. And just like that, the kitchen island feels fresh again. I swear when the surface is clear, the whole kitchen just feels calmer. Now I just have to keep it this way, which is the real challenge. Okay, the fridge, drop zone number 3. This one is the one that fills up faster than anything else. Between leftovers, snacks, things I forgot about, it gets overwhelming so quickly. And honestly, I've been dreading this one for a while. Okay, so step 1 is to pull everything out, and wow, let's just say I found some mystery containers in the back of this fridge I definitely didn't feel brave enough to even open. Please tell me that I'm not the only one who has things like that hiding in the fridge. But anyway, while I'm pulling everything out, I check expiration dates and toss anything that's past its prime. And this is honestly one of my favorite parts. I also did this one section by section, so once it's empty, I gave everything a good wipe down. It always amazes me like how many spills and crumbs end up hiding in here. Then it's all about putting those things back in a way that actually makes sense. So I try to group by category: snacks together, drinks together, produce in a section, in the drawers, so I can actually see what we have. I actually have one of those drawers at the bottom full of snacks for the boys so they can just open the door and get what they want when they want, and that's been really helpful too. And here it is, fresh and clean and so much easier to use. Having an organized fridge honestly makes me feel calmer every time I open it, which is a lot of times in a day. And it saves me too from overbuying things we already have. This one felt like such a big win. So our mail holder is one of those spots that looks small but creates big stress. It fills up so quickly with bills, now school papers, and random things, and before I know it, I can't even find what I actually am looking for, and then I just avoid it completely. But when I organized this, it was like in 3 piles. So I had like a toss, a file, and an action. So toss is anything we don't need, obviously. File are the things like receipts or school notices or any kind of thing like a bill or papers I need to deal with soon. And then the third stack was just random stuff that I needed to put back in its original space. And now it feels so much lighter. Instead of pile of paper weighing on me, everything has a place and I can actually breathe when I walk past this spot. So I don't know about you guys, but our entryway is one of those spots that I feel sets the tone for the whole house. And right now it's not exactly welcoming. Between the cabinet by the door and the bench, it just becomes a dumping ground for bags, jackets, and shoes and whatever else. So this one we gotta do. I started with the cabinet. I found a few random things that definitely didn't belong in there, so I gave it a quick reset. Then I cleared everything on and around the bench, shoes back to closets, jackets hung where they belong, and bags that were sitting all over the place now back where they belong. And just like that, the entryway feels calm again instead of stressing me out when I walk in the door. It actually feels like a reset. It's amazing how much lighter the whole house feels when this space is clear. Okay, the last drop zone on my list, my car consoles. Honestly, this is like a mini junk drawer on wheels, receipts, snacks, random cords. I mean, there was so many random things in here. It was a mess. And so this is a space that I dig through often. And every time I do, I'm so annoyed. So it is time for all this stuff to get out of my car. First step was pulling everything out so I could actually see what was in there. And boy, was I not expecting to find all the things I found, especially one thing in particular. I found one of my, and this was a long time ago when I did this, one of my teeth straightening retainers in this space. I didn't have to tell y'all that, but I had to because I was so shocked by it. But anyway, so I cleared all that stuff out, obviously threw away the things that needed to be thrown away and brought things that needed to be brought back in to the house. And I kept some things in here, like some medicines and girl stuff and all the things inside a little zip bag that I put inside the console. And so this was a quick, easy win, and I finally got all this junk out of my vehicle that has been also haunting me for a long time. Well, I got it all cleaned out, but this area is just really gross. Like, look at all that. Oh, I'm a little bit embarrassed, but yeah, like Ben pretty much details my vehicle every weekend, and he always like avoids this spot because of all the stuff that's in there. But yeah, like we're gonna vacuum that and wipe it out. Change being there, I don't mind. Right before vacation, we'll probably cash in all of our change. We've got a ton in the house too, but yeah, it's all empty. Now, there's this big seat full of all the junk that I've got to put away and figure out a place for it. Some things I can put back in here and keep around, but yep, everything's gotta be put up. That's trash, so. So this just really helped, and now it is so much better. Instead of feeling stressed every time I reach into the console, everything has its place. It feels like such a small reset, but since I use my car every day, it makes a huge difference. And there you have it, 6 daily drop zones decluttered, and I feel like I can finally breathe again. It's amazing how clearing the spaces we use every single day brings so much calm into our homes and our minds. And if this inspired you, I'd love for you to join me for more. Right now, only about 10% of the people who watch my videos are subscribed. So if you've made it this far, you're definitely my kind of person. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss what's coming next. I'll be tackling another big decluttering project next week, and I can't wait to share it with you. Thanks for hanging out with me today and making more room for the moments that matter most. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.